Alright guys, in this episode of Squared Circle, I go over the current rumors, the biggest rumors for WWE heading into Fastlane and WrestleMania. I also go over the current state of the women's division on Monday Night Raw, plus updates once again on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Squared Circle. Welcome everyone. Once again, I am Zakk with the Yo Bro Gaming and Review channel. This is Squared Circle episode number 2. So, I have a lot of topics to cover. And I want to start with, I said I was going to do a SmackDown review this week, and I wasn't able to. My children called me. It was Valentine's Day, and I ended up missing about half the show, talking to my kids and FaceTiming them. So, I missed pretty much all of SmackDown. To be fair, SmackDown wasn't exactly the greatest show, but I do have thoughts on SmackDown. I'm going to go through that real quick. Starting with Bray Wyatt, for the second time in 3 days, pinning John Cena clean. That is fantastic. That shows that they are building. Plus, X-Pac was reporting that, John Cena insisted on doing it. So, if it is in fact true, bravo to John Cena. Also, I start to feel like if I've seen one Becky Lynch-Mickie James match, I've seen them all. It's only their second one, but I'm already starting to feel like it's a little stale. I feel like maybe WWE should do something to kind of change that. Alexa Bliss and Naomi, I suppose, are going to have a rematch. I guess that'll be okay. A lot of heat from people who've had opinions on Naomi winning the championship, trying to say that people have been racist about it. But the fact is, we just didn't feel it was time for Naomi, myself included. And if people don't like that, go away from my channel. And finally, I'm going to end on the downers for SmackDown. The tag team division is looking rough. It's just not doing it for me. However, we are going to have another Usos American Alpha contest, finally for the championship after waiting I don't know how long. I'm sure they're going to give us a few great matches, but if that's the direction they're heading in for Mania, I'm not feeling it. One last thing about SmackDown. Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose seem to be the hottest part about SmackDown this week next to the Bray Wyatt title picture. I'm happy that Corbin is looking like, and it's being reported that he's going to be the guy who takes the title off Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. So as long as they keep doing what they're doing with these two, a little bit of the cat and mouse game, I think this will go great, and I'll be all for it. So let's start with the channel updates. Okay, Wrestling Classics. I am going to give it a better name, but I do have the first episode. That's going to be February 24th. I'm down to 2 shows. I don't know which one I'm going to review. If you don't know what Wrestling Classics is going to be, it is me recording classic pay-per-views from the month in which I am reviewing. Sometimes I might go outside the box if it's like way back when they didn't have pay-per-views all the time. Then I'll just pick something that was close by. But I'm leaning towards a Super Brawl because Super Brawl was one of my favorite shows in WCW history. Of course, I could do Wrestle War in 91, but that shit had me confused. Also, WWE 2K17 Universe Mode, like I said last week, is returning. I have an update. So mark your calendars, and I'll keep reminding you guys throughout my other videos. We are doing it starting March 1st. That is when I and the surprise general manager for SmackDown Live in the Universe Mode will make our picks. I've already set it up. I've already recorded it. You guys will see it in a few weeks. I just got to do some editing. But it's actually a pretty damn good episode. I'd also like to thank that guy for this, for doing it for me. I like the background. this will be my squared circle background, except for previews and predictions on pay-per-views. That will, obviously change. Also, just to let you guys know, in addition to that video that's coming, I have other videos already on the channel. My Raw review, my Elimination Chamber review, and preview and predictions are all up. Also, go see my John Wick review. What a fantastic movie. You also see Split and Resident Evil, the final chapter. All those videos are on the channel. I'll leave links to some of those videos in the description. So before I get into my main topics, which are the Raw Women's Division and the disarray that thing is, especially after seeing Monday Night Raw this week, and the Seth Rollins Triple H situation, I'm going to start with a few minor stories. And now this is a new territory for me. I'm not used to reporting news and rumors, so this is new for me. I scoured what seemed like the best to me because I only do this once a week. Side story was the X-Pac and the Baron Corbin situation. So let's start with the first piece of news. Kurt Angle's in-ring return. So according to the Wrestling News Observer, the newsletter for this week, Kurt Angle is being planned for an in-ring return. However, Kurt Angle has yet to pass his physical. Plans as far as who Kurt Angle might be facing have yet to be determined. As you know, with WWE, everything is always subject to change. Of course, Kurt Angle, he has been wrestling since the announcement of his Hall of Fame, and he even wrestled former champion Alberto Del Rio, or Alberto El Patron, Paige's boyfriend. There are being plans for Kurt to make his return. When and where and who has yet to be determined. I was going to read the letter, but the camera stopped recording, so I'll figure out a different way to do this next time. I already know what the stories are going to say. So, Kurt Angle's return is a no-brainer, and the newsletter stated that, the biggest disappointment about the Rumble was the fact that Kurt Angle wasn't in it, where a lot of people thought we were going to get Kurt Angle back. And we didn't, and that is a disappointment. Now, who would I face or pin Kurt Angle against? The obvious choice is AJ Styles, because by fucking God, it's AJ Styles. But there are others. You could see him on, and preferably SmackDown. You could see him again with John Cena, or versus a Bray Wyatt for the title. Give him a short run. Or on Raw, I guess you could put him against Roman Reigns. You could see another rematch with The Undertaker, or another match with Brock. There are lots and lots of options. No telling who they're going to actually choose. But I am nonetheless interested in seeing Kurt Angle. My dream match, though, would be a rematch from TNA, Kurt Angle and AJ Styles. Now, here's a story that I was actually just listening to it on another podcast, and it goes deeper than just what you saw. But WWE is trying to bring former women's wrestlers from the past back in for WrestleMania 33. One in specific, who was seen on the Raw Fallout this week on the Raw YouTube channel for WWE, Kelly. Apparently might be signing a deal to bring back her and other former women. WWE trying to build the roster up before WrestleMania. The article even states that, the women's roster is already so full of depth that it would be hard. First off, before I get into what she might be doing, WWE's roster, if you're not SmackDown, is not that full, which is why I'm covering the women's division and my thoughts about it. There isn't really anybody I really see they should bring back. There was rumors even a few weeks ago about Lita possibly doing a match or two after her retirement. Kelly possibly coming back now, being at Raw, which is supposedly going to confirm her signing a 3-year deal with WWE to come to Raw and do the role that Emma was supposed to do with Emmalina. Which leads me to this. Supposedly, Emma's Emmalina gimmick got scrapped because WWE didn't feel that she was putting her all into it and that it wasn't going to work. 17 weeks of you guys doing this, and it took you till the night of her debut, and it was a debacle. I didn't know what was going on when I saw it, her coming out and then saying, oh, no, see the transformation to Emma. It was dumb. So now they're saying, well, let's bring Kelly, who is a big reminder of when women's wrestling was fucking horrible. She can't wrestle all that great. She should never been the champion, and now you're going to bring her back? Why? WWE, you got great talent. Stop bringing in outside fucking people. First you do it with the superstars, with Goldberg and Brock Lesnar, and now you're going to do it with the women by bringing a fucking Kelly like she's going to be some draw for WrestleMania. On top of, you're so desperate to get this character over that you had the Emelina character. You're going to bring her in to possibly do that role on a 3-year deal? Possibly only a part-time contract?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new You Asked For It. We're giving it to you. Kissing Bandit t-shirt. Only at tpublic.com/user/YoBroNation1. Come get the shirt before he comes for you. And you know what he'll do. Get the t-shirt. Only at the TeePublic store for YoBroNation. YoBroNation1 at tpublic.com. Get it before he kisses you. Really, seriously, go get it. Fine.
Fucking head scratching. Alright, in this next story, I'm not even going to get much into it because it's probably not true. And it is definitely nothing but a rumor. But, according to the Wrestling Observer, WWE planning to not get only Roman Reigns over at Fastlane, but wanting to get Braun Strowman over as well. This is probably a lie. WWE are big on sucking the cock of Roman Reigns, and they're probably going to just push Roman. Maybe Braun will win, but if he does win, it's going to be some shady shit. Some people thinking The Undertaker is going to show up. And I'm not spending no goddamn time on that story because, quite frankly, it sounds like a crock of shit to me. Now to the big story. Seth Rollins possibly returning. And if he doesn't, what is the plans for Triple H if he don't? Now, nothing has changed as far as the status of Seth Rollins according to this article. I was going to read it out to you guys, but if I do that, my camera stops recording. So I'll figure out a way to do that next week so I don't have it. I have a tablet I can use. So, so yeah, Seth Rollins, they are planning for Seth to be good to go, that the knee will be healthy by the time WrestleMania rolls around in about 5-6 weeks from now. However, WWE does have plans in place just in case. What are those plans? Probably the dumbest fucking plans WWE could come up with. Triple H versus Samoa Joe is the plans. Why? They even planted the seeds. During his Monday Night Raw interview, Samoa Joe stated that he, and I quote, does not need Triple H, unlike Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and others. They have planted the seeds for Samoa Joe. Now, I'm looking at Raw and thinking Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn is where they're heading. But, according to this article, WWE is planning Samoa Joe versus Triple H, which it just doesn't make sense. You could put Triple H in the ring with a guy like Seth Rollins. He's similar to the style of like a Daniel Bryan or someone smaller who Triple H, or even a Shawn Michaels, where he works, they're fast-paced, he's more methodical, and it seems to mesh well. Triple H blossoms in matches like that. But then you put him against a guy like Samoa Joe, who he himself brought in. That's what your plan is. If you don't get Seth Rollins back by WrestleMania, which I don't think he will be. I think they should have just scrapped it and saved it for after Mania when you knew Seth was healthy rather than risking him rushing back, because you know he'll try. I would have somehow made sure that after Fastlane, that Finn Balor was ready to go. Finn is due back in March. You'd have a good 3-4 weeks to build. And let Finn Balor come back and be like, yo, Joe's around here hurting people. This happened in NXT. I'm not letting it happen here. And you could have had him. You could have made it a tag match. Joe and Triple H versus Finn Balor and Sami Zayn. Right? Both men have had epic fucking matches with Joe. Both men have issues with the Authority and Samoa Joe. Some people said just make it Finn versus Triple H 101. No, I would have made it a tag match. It would get more guys into the card, and it wouldn't be another multi-man, fatal four-way, six-man, triple threat, etc., etc., etc. But instead, we got WWE wanting to use Samoa Joe versus Triple H. I don't understand why.
Triple H gonna beat his ass.
Yep, pretty much. Triple H doesn't need a match. I mean, you don't have to put Triple H on the card. You just want to put Triple H on the card. But if you're going to put him on the card, have it make sense. It doesn't make sense for Samoa Joe to face Triple H. Hell, bring Kurt Angle back. Put Kurt Angle versus Triple H or Kurt versus Samoa Joe. Again, you don't need Triple H in a match. You just don't. So whatever. WWE's going to do what they do, but they're expecting Seth Rollins back. I don't have a lot to say about this.
Hey, Yo Bro Nation, this is Zakk. Come join us on all our social media platforms. You can come join us on Twitter and tweet along with us at YoBroGaming1 on Twitter. Also, come see us on Facebook and hit that like button and follow us. Facebook.com/YoBroGaming and Reviews. If you like the videos that we're doing now, you can always go to the Yo Bro Gaming and Review channel. Get all our latest videos. We talk wrestling, movies. We talk video games. Come see us on there as well. And if you'd like to support the channel, well, I have great news for you. There are 2 ways in which you can help us. You can go to patreon.com/Yo Bro Gaming and Reviews. You can support us. We have multiple tiers with multiple opportunities for you to interact with us and help us help the channel grow. If you don't want to do that, go to tpublic.com/YoBroNation1 where you can buy our new exclusive merchandise. We got the old school Yo Bro logo. We got the new updated logo. Get the squared circle shirt. So many things, cups, pillows, mugs. Go there and get your merchandise. Thank you guys, and Yo Bro Nation.
Finally, to end this week's Squared Circle, like I said, I wasn't going to make this a super long video. I'm testing the waters with the rumors and everything, and those are done. Those are my rumors. But I do have a complaint. This is going to be considered my complaint of the week. After watching Monday Night Raw and seeing how they booked the match, which the match was brilliant. It was a standout match for the women, better than the Royal Rumble match those 2 women had. The booking, though, the booking is still driving me and others crazy. When you think about Charlotte's streak and how they're making it out to be this really big thing and a really important thing, you know they're not going to end that streak for pay-per-view at Fastlane. That's going to be a WrestleMania type thing. Which means you already know that Bayley is losing the championship at Fastlane. So we get another 3-week title reign. And they have reports of how many title changes have happened since the brand split. We're going to count them. Charlotte won the title at WrestleMania. Sasha Banks beat her. Charlotte beat her. Sasha Banks beat her. Charlotte beat her again. Sasha Banks won the title. Charlotte beat her for number 4. And now we got Bayley. 7 times since the month of July, this title has changed hands. Now, the first time when Sasha won it. It made sense. It was your first Raw out the gate with the brand split. You wanted to give them a pop. And that's fine. How that should have resulted in, if you wanted to go with Sasha winning the title, because honestly, Charlotte should have ran through everybody, starting from WrestleMania up to WrestleMania. She should have kept the belt. But let's go with the fact that, okay, we want to make an impact on this first Raw. Okay, I can go with that. But here's what should have happened. Sasha won it in Carolina the night after Battleground. She shouldn't have lost it at SummerSlam 3 weeks later. You had a pay-per-view that you wanted these two women to main event inside the Hell in a Cell, which is fine. I was not a fan of the Hell in a Cell match myself. Personally, I think the women could have done better in a different match, and they showed they could have. What they should have done is they should have had Sasha keep it all the way up till Hell in a Cell. Would have gave her a good little 3, almost 4-month title run. A decent run. Then you could have had Charlotte take the title back, and then let Charlotte hold it from that point on to this point. And that would have been easy. And you still could have had her run through the division, setting up your triple threat match or a fatal four-way or whatever it is their plans are going to be. Now, Dana Brooke was a part of that run, and then she just vanished after Survivor Series, and then just, out of nowhere, reappeared. Looking good, but just reappeared out of nowhere. Now, that, I don't know why they brought Dana Brooke back all of a sudden. It makes no sense to me. So then here we are, now about 2 weeks away from Fastlane, which you already know, Charlotte's going to get her rematch. Are we going to see a triple threat match? Because Sasha was involved in this. Are they going to hold off on that till WrestleMania? That's a possibility. But without a doubt, unequivocally, no doubt in my mind, we're having a new women's champion at Fastlane. There was a story being ran a couple weeks back about Bayley getting the Daniel Bryan treatment going into WrestleMania. What is the Daniel Bryan treatment? The Daniel Bryan treatment is the underdog scenario. Daniel Bryan was screwed again and again and again and again till the fans just couldn't take it no more, and they forced the hand of the WWE to give that man the proper title opportunity at WrestleMania. The difference between Daniel Bryan and Bayley is Daniel Bryan got over organically. And here they were talking about giving it to her. Now, I have no issues with Bayley. Bayley, to me, is one of the best wrestlers, and I even watched a preview to the greatest NXT matches of all time last night. And it just made me love these women more. And it saddens me when I see this situation and I see how they're being treated and booked after seeing how they were in NXT. So you want to give her the Daniel Bryan treatment, yet you do it 7 weeks early, giving her the title. WWE did it for a boost, for a ratings boost. That was point blank what they did. They wanted a boost. Oh, Bayley won the title in Vegas, so they could see her in her hometown next week. I disagree with you, WWE, and I disagree with how you decided to go about this situation. The women's division is in such shambles right now. It's literally down to max 5 women. You got Charlotte, you got Sasha, Bayley, Dana Brooke, who I guess popped back in, and Nia Jax, who's occasionally in and out of this division. There are other women on the roster. However, they refuse to use them. You got Emma. She's coming back. And now you may have Kelly if the reports are true. WWE, I'm finding more and more, are very impatient with their booking. I'm finding more and more that I don't think, know what they want to do. They just want moments on Raw. They're not booking it like SmackDown, where you have stories that are growing and building over time. Look at Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt. It's a prime example of a story. being built long term. Raw is, what can we do this week to get ratings? Oh, we'll bring Goldberg in. We'll put Goldberg in a ring with Roman to get a stare down. Or we'll put Roman in the rings with Kevin Owens. Oh, the only story that I've seen being built is Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, which has been a phenomenal story. But I feel like they rushed to the conclusion of that too. Now maybe they'll surprise me and they'll have a plan, and I hope so. WWE is working with such a limited amount of women, and WWE is rushing things. You want to give her the Daniel Bryan treatment, that being Bayley. Wait till WrestleMania, 7 more weeks. You could have put her in this match and had Dana screw her over, and then Sasha could have came out and tried to help her, but it was too late. It was already done. Damage finished, right? WWE, for the love of God, stop fumbling this women's division and referring to it as a fucking revolution. Stop fucking this women's division and referring to it as the best division on television and in the WWE, because that is false advertisement. That is a lie. Charlotte, they want to build her legacy by giving her the title again and again and again. Legacy is not built by how many titles you won. Legacy is built how you do things when you have that title. How are you as a champion? And thus far, since her first title reign with the Divas Championship and her reign in NXT, has been not a very good champion. She wins the big ones, sure, but you have a champion who cannot win on Raw and keeps getting beat by the same women. So I leave you with this thought. Is the Raw Women's Division really anything you want to watch? Do you have hope for this division? Or do you think Vince McMahon and his half-ass idiot writers on Raw can really book this right? Do you think they're gonna? Do you have faith that they'll let Bayley keep the belt past Fastlane? Because I know I certainly do not. I would like to say that they'll surprise me, but I don't believe they will. So I'm going to leave it there. There's not much more I could say that I said on Raw and that I've said here. But I do know this. You can catch more videos for the Yo Bro Gaming and Review channel right here on YouTube.com. Just click that like button, share this video, get your friends to watch, help this channel grow. I have other videos. Those will be down in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so now. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love talking about this in all seriousness. I know I kind of tried to play it off to be funny, but I had to break the tension because it's such a downer talking about this women's division on Raw. So while SmackDown's women's division is just shining bright with women like Naomi being champion and Alexa Bliss, and you got Becky Lynch, who to me is the best women's wrestler on the roster, next to Natalya. Even fucking Nikki Bella has gotten better. So in all seriousness, guys, I'm calling it here. Thank you guys. Like I said, like this video, share it, subscribe, hit the little icon to be notified every time we post new videos. And this was Squared Circle, episode number 2. I hope you guys had a good time, like I did. And I'm trying a new format, so if it sounds like I'm pretty crappy, give me time. I'll get better. Peace in, yo, bro.